Defeat the dimensional invaders. Ultraman Ace. Hello and welcome to Earth Alien ProtoMet. With the successful return of Ultraman, Subaraya Productions kept that forward momentum going and created Ultraman Ace, the 5th season of the Ultra series. Does this show live up to its title of Ace, or is it a bust? Let's find out. Yapul, invaders from another dimension, seek to conquer Earth. To achieve this goal, they send powerful monsters called Choju, or terrible monsters, to wreak havoc. Combating these Choju are the defense team TAC, Terrible Monster Attack Crew, who throw everything they have to protect Earth and its people. Witnessing the heroic efforts of a pair of human civilians, Seiji Hokuto and Yuko Minami, a warrior from the Land of Light selects the pair to become his shared hosts on Earth. When Seiji and Yuko combine their powers, they battle against the Choju as Ultraman Ace. Fun fact, Ultraman Ace was originally going to be called Ultra V, Ultra Fighter, Ultra Hunter, and finally Ultra Ace, much like Ultra 7. But, as it turns out, Ultra Ace was already being used, so the name was changed to Ultraman Ace, setting the precedent for all subsequent Ultra Warriors and almost all subsequent shows in the franchise. Now, let's talk about the aspects that make Ultraman Ace unique. For starters, as previously mentioned, Ultraman Ace takes 2 hosts during his stay on Earth. This means that unlike Ultraman Jack, who can transform at will, and Ultraman and Ultra 7, who require items they can carry around to transform, Seiji and Yuko need to be together in order to become Ultraman Ace. And as can be expected, they aren't always near each other. There are times when they spiritually merge, but those are rare. Thankfully, the show doesn't resort to having one of the pair be taken hostage or kidnapped. And while Seiji is the more prominent of the pair, this being a male-dominated genre, especially for the time, Yuko isn't left in the dust, as she too is the host of Ace, and she proves she can hold her own. While the other members of TAC are among the most generic defense team members, beating out even Return of Ultraman's defense team, Seiji and Yuko are given more of a spotlight, and are pretty well executed. There is a romantic aspect to the pair, with Yuko even once questioning what the pair are to each other, and it gives the show a good will they or won't they dynamic. Getting back to the topic of Ace, he utilizes some of perhaps the most brutal techniques in the Ultra series, trumping even Ultra 7's executions. After all, some of Ace's techniques literally have guillotine in their names. This warrior does not mess around. On the other side of the conflict, the Yapul are the first major antagonists in the Ultra series to be a threat for the duration of the show, as opposed to the mostly one-off villains that had appeared previously. They're also the first villains shown to be capable of creating multiple strong monsters to serve their needs, resulting in a memorable roster of creatures at their beck and call. Even going as far as calling them Choju, which indicates they're stronger than regular kaiju, helps them to stand out in the ever-expanding bestiary of the Ultra series. All these aspects make Ultraman Ace a standout entry in the franchise. But good things apparently aren't meant to last. After episode 25, the Yapul take so much of a backseat that most episodes during the show's second half feel like standard episodes of Ultraman, and the Choju end up feeling more like standard kaiju that are either running wild or being controlled by aliens that have nothing to do with Yapul. And that's even assuming a Choju bothers to show up at all. What's more, the other noteworthy aspect of the show, Yuko, gets written out, leaving Seiji as the sole host of Ace. And just to twist the knife, Yuko is replaced with a young boy named Dan, who can see the Star of Ultra, and who's clearly named in reference of Ultra 7's human form, Dan Moroboshi. Unfortunately, Dan ends up feeling like Jiro from Return of Ultraman, which is kind of ironic given that that boy appeared in an episode during the show's first half. I say unfortunate because it means that Dan moves Ultraman Ace further away from being the unique show that it started out as. Heck, Dan doesn't even make it to the final episode, simply disappearing before the show gets that far. It's just as well since he claims to be the sixth Ultra Brother, and we all know Taro would have something to say about that. And it's also around this point that the monster designs start to feel sloppy. There are far fewer memorable monsters during the latter portion of the series, and a lot of them look even more like guys in rubber suits than normal. Just look at how floppy the suits look. Sure, some early designs are a bit floppy, but seriously, a violin monster? Really? Ultraman Ace's second half is quite a letdown given how strong the first half was. Thankfully, that first half is so incredibly strong that as a result, I think you forget the disappointing second half. I highly recommend giving Ultraman Ace a watch.